You be crying in movies?
I'm not,
You don't look like a crier.
I'm not a big crier.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
not a big crier.
face.
Well, no, I think I just I have a lot of issues with emotions.
Mm-hmm. What issues are those?
I don't like experiencing them.
Oh.
Unless, at least not in fullness.
So you want to be an android?
Kind of. If that was possible, I would probably opt in for that.
Be just weird science over there. Just...
Well, because I think that I think I have the potential to. Well, first of all, I'm a very dark person.
Okay.
So experiencing certain emotions is very painful for me.
Okay.
And so my preference is to just not dabble in things that will make me experience those. Mm. And that's just not how life works.
Okay.
So it's just a little easier to just kind of like rock skip over the emotions.
What's your favorite emotion to experience?
My favorite emotion.
Where you're most comfortable in the emotion.
I mean, comfortable in, I don't know, but is feeling peaceful an emotion? It's like
I think so.
Serenity.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I hope for.
That's what I strive for as well.
Yeah. I saw an interview the other day and the man was talking about being happy. And he was like, I don't try to be happy, I try to have peace.
Yes.
And that is what I hope for, very rarely achieve.
Yeah.
Because happiness to me is like all emotions are temporary.
Yeah, for sure.
And we like to emphasize the bad emotions more and sort of think that when we're in a bad state, that's going to be longer than in a happy state.
Right.
But I think peace is something that can move you through all emotions.
Yes. I feel like once you come down from each of those emotions, you find that little peaceful pocket before the next emotion pulls up.
Like, where do you land?
Yeah, exactly.
You seem like a big emoter, though.
Yeah. I wasn't always like this, but yeah. Actually, so when I was a kid, I was like a crier in terms of angry.
Okay.
I'd be crying. Like I would fight you, tears in my eyes, like mid-beat down. And then I remember watching The Fox and the Hound, the Disney cartoon.
It's crazy. Someone brought that up to me the other day.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it in a long time, but yeah, that's just wild. So Fox and the Hound?
Fox and the Hound. First movie that tore me up, so I was crying. And I'm the youngest of three boys, so they just roasted me.
Of course.
Like, man, he crying, and you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I couldn't help it. And so I was just like, all right, man, I can't be going through this. So I locked away the emotions of course,
just gotta push it
those
down.
emotions. You know what I mean? I was still crying if I got mad, if I'm fighting or whatever. But like, as far as movie watching, I was like, man, I'm tucking that back. And so I was taking all kind of sad movies on the chest. I'm just like, I'm not crying. Boys in the Hood, The Lion King, I just ate them up.
You didn't cry during The Lion King?
I made it through that. I don't know how I did it.
Interesting.
Now I can't even fathom the Mufasa scene without just like, man, listen. But then when I became a father, that lifted and I started crying again and just becoming. But let me rewind again. And so we grew up in a household we weren't like lovey-dovey in terms of the emotions. We weren't like I love you too, hugs and stuff like that. So that wasn't how we were rolling at that time. Because I remember when I told my mom I loved her for the first time, where I could really know what I was saying. It was a big deal for me to say it. And I was just like, oh, that was work. But I love my mom like crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I even said it. And then I was just like, but then as we got older, we started being more expressive in that regard. So.
Well, I feel like the generation before us, unless you really grew up in a house that was like full of love.
Yeah.
We just like weren't doing that. We weren't doing like.
Of course we love you. We're taking care of you.
Yeah, like you have a roof over your head. Yeah. Why do you need to hear it?
That's big love right there. And so we just didn't do it.
And that is not actually respectfully love.
Oh, yeah, the roof over there? Yeah, we definitely need more than that.
That's like the fucking bare minimum.
That's bare minimum
like
101.
You shouldn't have us if you can't do that.
That's
like,
Fences. That's the movie Fences. I put a roof over your head, don't I? And then, boom. So.
And it's tough to argue with it at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are definitely not capable of housing yourself.
Listen. I was like, I guess he do love me, man. I got a roof over my head. I got one outfit, So then when I became a father, it was Love Central. So, it was
So you are very, you encourage your kids to be loving.
yes, for sure. But not forcing it. Like not
Mhm.
like saying you gotta make sure you say I love you. It was just natural. Like every time we part ways, I love you too. Just a natural knee-jerk reaction. Because I noticed what your kids do most of all is watch their parents. You can say whatever you like. You can be like this and this. Be like, yeah. But they look at you more. And so, my sons were always just watching me more so than anything. And so, when you find out from other people that are around your children, it's like, yo, Serene was a gentleman. He opened the door for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, he was paying attention. And so, so hopefully that just, pushed into my sons that, express love, sincere. He has a girlfriend, he be openly loving on her. So I'll be like, all right, okay.
His wholesome father.
But it's not wholesome though. I was in the street though. I had a cigar, chainsaw, I had a sword, flaming sword in the backslash. You know what I'm saying?